One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Maryland Terrapins. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, the Terrapins head coach told me before the game, he told me this is a crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to understand every play matters. We cannot look ahead to next week, or this week will be a disaster. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. RPO complete to open the drive. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking to pass. It's Denson. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire, play the next play.
Rush is on. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls. Incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Punt is in the air. Looks it in. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Formation for these receivers. Here's Brown to begin the drive. He's got enough. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup with the defense. Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced. after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Second and long here. Back to pass, it's Denson. Dumps it off in the flats.
Well, the defense knows that they're going to have to go horizontal sideline to stop this offense. Nice job rallying to the running back who catches that swing pass out on the perimeter.
And you don't want to start this game with two straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the play, it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right side, it's Hughes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Working that left side now. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Handoff, Isaac Brown. There he goes. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Running inside, it's Brown. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Lets it fly. Makes a connection. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Third down and short is exactly what you want in offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
And the Cardinals trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked.
Caught! He gets it in! Touchdown, Cardinals! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he tacked on the extra point. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Looking for room, it's Phillips. Not a lot of room there, give him a couple to the 16.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's changing the play. To the air, it's Denson. Looking to the big tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
It's so hard to play QB. You got all these bullets flying at you, people coming at you, and you got to know where they're running a route. Oh, and I got to get my feet perfectly set and try to make throws. So I think you can't be great at quarterback unless you get the first part secure first, and that's your feet. Get those feet nice and quiet before you throw the football.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. They'll move the wide receiver. The play fake. Hit as he throws. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass on second down. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Split backs here. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run inside. It's Brown. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense.
Makes a catch at the 20.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Brown. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around, he's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering? A great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Tells the run, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Out wide right, it's Fleming. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Terrapins heading quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Buys time to his left. Left side, it's Durham. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play. He wants to throw it again. He's going to let it go. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads in the nick of time.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped on 4th down. Look out. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. He'll pull it on the read. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
And this offense really struggled in the first half, but how about taking the last possession down the field, punching 6 on the board with a chance to tie this football game up. Low scoring, but nice job finishing this half with a touchdown.
And he added the extra point. He'll return it. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Brown. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. DBs will try to keep everything in front. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Utah, taking on the number 9 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Utes with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Is headed back out on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better.
There he goes. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Louisville. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Just going to keep it after the snap. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Caught, it's Fleming. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
To throw, it's Denson. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Cardinals. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Phillips.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Denson. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
Making the adjustment on the play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. They're turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
At the 40, there he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Rides it and reads it. Keeps it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. incomplete. That was batted away at the line of scrimmage.
And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense, doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Pulls and fires complete. There he goes. Past the 50. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He caught that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to throw. It's Denson. Right down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Off the bench, arm loose, but the first one is incomplete.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got it.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
And the Cardinals have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Going to try to get it himself. Got enough space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And he made that look easy, but it's not. I think one of the hardest things to do is tackle these quick, shifty wide receivers in the open field. Nice job getting that sucker on the ground.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Bring him down.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down. They got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football. But this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Out wide left, it's Phillips. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Long way to go on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Back to throw, it's Denson. Here comes the heat. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Needs it here on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's in